What's really fucking good, y'all? It's your boy Mill,
your boy Pat,
aka Fresh Out from Vegas, and we are bringing to you live on Bay Soil, the most #1 rated podcast here in the Bay Area for your sports and entertainment needs. Coming off a great weekend, want to make sure I hit that like, subscribe button, turn on your damn notifications so you know when the boys go live. I see a lot of people in the chat already. Everybody like to see that in the building, y'all know what I'm saying? My boy, Rockin' New Era, of course, first one, always in the chat. Hey, yo, first one in the motherfucker. Shout out, gang. Gang violence, Alex Silva in the building, you know what I'm saying? Section 123 in the house. Okay, shout out, fam, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, look, everybody repping their section 401, repping 80.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what's good, man? Oh, hey, Rockin' New Era got the best section in the house. Section left side of the couch, baby. You know what's going on, man. Shit.
Hey, man, you always beat the traffic, my brother.
Yeah, no. For real, you always got a good seat in the house. Shout out my boy True Blue forever. All right.
But, hold on, what goes what goes underappreciated about watching the game on TV is the first down marker.
Yeah, big facts. No, that depth of perception on the wherever you sitting at in the stadium.
Nah, for sure. There's always a spot where it's a little harder to see what's going on.
No, that. And also, you know me, my blind ass when it comes to like field goals, and I can.
I
can never tell if we got a good field goal or not. But no wrong being that left side of the couch, man. That's literally where it's at, man. For real. Shout out everybody in the chat right now. OB3 the building, man. Chris M. Everybody's chilling there, getting good, getting right.
Pulled up early today, man.
This is the most, like, one of the most cracking hours, that 6 o'clock hour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's off work by now, but still not quite into the late evening. So, man, I really want to appreciate y'all for rocking with us every single week. My boy, fresh back from Vegas, looking good, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the fresh cut. How was it out there in the desert?
It was hella cold, bro.
Really? Cold. Yeah, I heard it was like 47 degrees. Yeah.
Nah, it was probably colder than that. It was like probably 47 in like the daytime. It was like ridiculous. But Team Lillard, they fell a little bit short and they lost to the Soldiers out there. So they got to bounce back to work. But my young boys played good, though. They was out there hooping. So
it's all you can ask for, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all about getting better every single day.
I'm pissed off because I didn't get my on Bay Soil parlay in, which was
bro.
I ain't make it, bro.
I check them off. Y'all don't know if y'all can see this. Y'all
ain't make it, my boy.
Behind the production staff, but I check them off every single time. And my boy went 3 for 3. We both went 3 for 3 this weekend, man.
I should have put the on Bay Soil. Then I tried to do an afternoon parlay in the Eagles.
Yeah, they are broken.
They embarrassed me. I even put the Raiders on the parlay, which hit. I was in Vegas. I was like, vibes are high. I can feel it. Like, I'm a rock with the Raiders. You feel me? I wasn't gonna make it too known because I'm still repping Niner gear. I was staying at the Mandalay, so like that's literally where they have the Raider pregame shit at. So I went to the little bar, got booed, and it was so funny. I was in there trolling them, had the Niner hoodie on, Niner beanie on. They booed me as soon as I walked through. That shit was so funny. Shout out to my Raider fans.
Did you stay in there the whole game?
No, not during the game. It was the night before. It was the night before. During the game, game day, everybody had their jerseys on. So like you seen like Cowboys, you seen like Dolphins jerseys. Like you see everybody. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their gear on. So it's like they was really only trolling Bronco fans at that point. Like they wasn't even really worried about me like that. And then I just all weekend I kept hitting them was like, what time y'all play next week? And then they just leave me alone. Because they know their season is over regardless.
No, that's the Trump card. You know what I'm saying? Every single time.
What time y'all play next
season ends today or something. That's what you always got to say. You know what I'm saying? But definitely miss getting out to Vegas. That's a really good place to be to watch sports. I will say that.
Man, for sure. Ron G was out there for the tournament. The championship, man. So I was like, yeah, that's. Yeah, I didn't even really put that together. I should have came home like Monday night, but that was dope though.
Solid weekend. You get a nice little getaway from town. Rockin' New Era says them Eagles got broken wings. Yes, for real. That shit is Bro, is AJ Brown out for the season?
I don't know, to be honest.
Man, he started. He went down. Jalen Hurts broke his finger.
I seen Jalen Hurts with the finger, but I didn't even see the AJ Brown thing.
You think they're gonna win this weekend? I mean, we'll get into that more on Friday.
No.
It's early assessment says no right now for the Eagles. But we'll get into that later for sure. Everybody check it. Yes, no, True Blue Forever. Jalen Hurts got that steak finger, but that shit was like.
I seen the picture of it, but also it's like, man, if you look at football players' hands though, like it ain't just him. I'm sure most of them ain't quarterbacks. I will say
no fact. Now Baldy's finger is like
that's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of their hands looking like that. So it's not the craziest thing, but it's just like it's just like sums up their whole season right now.
Facts. Seems this is a perfect segue. OB3. Shout out the gang. Seems like the Eagles haven't been the same since the Niners beat them. Yeah, no, I think that.
It was the week before when they lost to Buffalo.
Yeah,
they lost to Buffalo. It just went downhill. Like
I just think they kind of like the Niners just really just kind of put them out their misery as well too, just with everything that was riding on that game and shit like that. But
it's compounded for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Start
definitely,
off with the Bills.
Yeah, exactly. That just took them off the rails.
OB3 says yes. I think Low Neal has a messed up finger as well. Yeah, no, it's just football in general. No matter what level, you got a chance of fucking up the finger. I think I met Ronnie Lott one time, and all I could think about was him having to amputate. I think it was like it was like his nut hit like his pinky or something like that. And I just like was thinking about that shit. I'm shaking his hand, but he's still intense and just like, hey, how you doing? Like straight face, was not fucking with me at all. And just kept it lit. I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get on out of here. But shout out to Ronnie Lott, man, the legend. Let's get into them Niners, though, why y'all here. The 49ers lose to the Los Angeles Rams 21-20 with the complete meltdown on the last drive of the game. Sam Darnold was out there looking cheeks. Think he only threw for like 189. To be honest, I did not want any parts of Sam Darnold, so I had my TV on red zone for the whole damn day. So they was barely even really showing us like that even on there because there was no implications in that game. But I tuned in I tapped in for the last 5 minutes, the last fourth quarter of the game. What did you see from your Niners on Sunday, Pat?
I didn't really watch much of the game either. I was watching. I had to find the stream because I realized I was out of market. So when I was trying to watch it, I was only showing the Raider game everywhere, and it didn't really hit me. So then I had to, hit my little back avenues. So I watched a little bit of it, and it was just like both teams low key just looked like they didn't want to be out there. Honestly, it didn't even look like just us.
Like Puka, like everybody got out there for Puka.
They were trying to get the record, and then Kyle was talking about being petty, like trying to double cover him and stop it to keep him out there. So it was just like nobody looked like they want to be out here, bro. He's just trying to hit his mark, and we're just trying to get out the field. But it was just whatever.
Yeah, I think Debo had said he even told Kyle Shanahan that he needed those 6 yards before the game to be able to break that record
for the 1,000.
Yep. The first or second player, Debo became the second player in NFL history to have 4,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing in his first 5 seasons. He told Kyle Shanahan earlier in the week that he needed 6 yards to break a record and be the second player in NFL history to do it. And Kyle's answer was, "Yeah, man, sure, I'll get that done."
Right.
Because you fuck with Debo. That's his homie for real. How do you feel about just Debo Samuel and his game and where he's come from when he first got to the Niners balling till now? Even though Ayuk has blossomed into becoming possibly the better, all-around wide receiver. I feel comfortable saying that now, even though I fuck with Debo more than Ayuk. But just with Debo's journey and shit like that, like how much does he mean to the Niners and their success?
Yeah, I mean, we all know we're a different team when he's on the field. You know what I'm saying? He just brings that attitude. Like, he's the perfect, I would say, like Kyle Shanahan player because he does a little bit of everything, but then also he doesn't concede like a single yard. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna give you nothing. I'm gonna finish every yard. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to finish every play, and everything is designed to get in the end zone, and that's what I'm trying to do. So he's not a player that's gonna go down easily, or you know what I'm saying, with arm tackles. So like I feel like with Kyle Shanahan, he's like the perfect wide receiver. So
just like certified game breaker, I will say. Just can change the outcome of any game at any time when he's really locked in. So, yeah, thank you, Debo. You are definitely appreciated on this show. We will have you on here in the future, you know what I'm saying, friend of the podcast and all that good stuff. Sticking more on this game, though, we did not hit on our bingo card for a lot of everything.
Yeah,
it was my boy AJ Cruz. He did. I was closer than everybody for sure, and did call it. I remember he did have like the closest score, and did have the Rams beating us, I believe. Shout out AJ Cruz on that. But I think it was only fucking who got sacks. I was just looking at it. I know for your boy Taylor Hawkins went ahead and got the interception. He had that on their bingo card. Logan Ryan. But looking at the sacks, it was Oren Burks. Your man Oren Burks got a sack, and Robert Field Jr. Out of Georgia. I was like, damn, who was that? The rookie went ahead and got his. Is that his first sack of the season? You think?
Yes, first sack of his career.
Nice. That's what's up. Shout out Robert Bill Jr. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what are we? I mean, are we even like really tripping about this? And my question at the bottom of the screen is definitely: are the Rams now the dark horse favorites in the NFC to challenge us for this playoff push, or how you feeling about this game, the outcomes, and the Rams going forward?
Not really, because I feel like no team really played their either of their players, but then also, honestly, I felt a little bit better about it because now we don't sweep them and have to play them in the whatever, you know what I'm saying, again with that same type of like, damn, we've been here before, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like it's a little better that they got their little weak win out the way. So they can have that. We can go on about our day and really lock in because we got bigger goals. Honestly, I don't even think they're going to beat Detroit. But also, I could see them beating Detroit at the same time. But I do think Detroit's going to win.
That's going to be a really good game. I definitely want to tap in for that one. But that would be interesting if they did beat them.
It's a lot of intriguing matchups this week, man. I ain't going to lie.
I can't wait to the Friday show, to be honest. We get deeper into that bag. Chris M says, barring injuries, I see the 49ers in Vegas. Like that confidence, my friend.
I was thinking the same thing all weekend, my brother.
How did that feel, though? How did that feel, though? You out there? Like, man, I maybe.
Yeah, I was just literally, I could feel it just all weekend. It's just like I wasn't hella locked in on football like I really should have been, and like I said, I didn't make it to the sports book to get our parlays in, which I'm pissed about. But yeah, just feeling just like it's cool right now. I ain't really tripping, like, you know what I'm saying. I ain't really turned up like that. Like, it's cool. We having a good time, whatever. But I might have to double back here soon. So it's just vibes are high. I'll say that vibes are high.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. OB3 says the Rams could be a challenge, but they can also definitely be beaten. I'm intrigued to see this matchup against the Lions this weekend. Yes, we are, my friend. Definitely for sure. Can't wait to see that. Stafford versus the Lions and Tyreek versus the Chiefs. Yeah, now everyone in them storylines is going to be lit for the weekend games. Rockin' New Era says Raiders Field looked horrible. I thought about when the 49ers at first got to Levi Stadium and the field being a big deal as well, too. So, I mean, they've gotten that under control. I feel like if you got money, that's an easy problem to fix.
Yeah, also, they have, 6 weeks from now to fix it? So, like,
exactly.
They'll be all right.
Yeah, no, I think that's the first time I'll see
maybe not 6, but like 4.
Yeah, maybe the groundskeeper had a late night, you know what I'm saying, and fucked around, left shit on.
And also, they just finished like a few bowl games up over there too. So you know what I'm saying, like that field has been getting used consistently. So now all the bowl games are done, the Raider games are done. Ain't nobody gonna be on it for 4 weeks. I think it'll be all right coming. And then also last year I didn't really have no problems with it when we were there. So.
Yeah, no, they feel look fine to me when we watched that game versus the Raiders. So I'm not too worried about that rocking new era, but something to just keep an eye on. In terms of the offense, your man Sam Darnold at the end of the game had a chance to close it out. He's out there throwing to Chris Conley, and I just have flashbacks to that preseason game we went to with just a lot of Chris Conley out there. Surprisingly,
and he be making plays, so that's the cold part about it. It's like when his number actually gets called, bro, he be like, "Damn, that was a nice catch."
He gets
like,
open a lot for sure.
Yeah, for real. So I gotta give him his respect.
He had a major drop on that drive that could have extended it out. So I won't put the blame totally on Sam Darnold for that last drive, but him fumbling the ball was just like
Sam Darnold.
Sam fucking Darnold, man. Like just a goofy motherfucker, man.
But then also, it's like if he would have went down and won the game, I'd have been like Sam Darnold. Like you feel me? you get both sides of him. He does like goofy stuff, but then also he's got the potential to win games. But it's just like I'm not putting my faith in that. You feel me?
No. I wasn't excited for that last drive. I knew he had to do the game winning drive. Ronnie Bell.
See if he learned something here, but
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, he had no interceptions though, so at least I'll give him that. But
yeah, and then the fumble was kind of like,
So it's just on brand. 16 for 26, 189. It was nasty. Exactly. Ronnie Bell had a pretty good meme. I will say from that game. You didn't see it? Oh man, I got it on me. If you look on Instagram right now, you'll see Ronnie Bell talking to Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan asking them like, "What were you doing on that play?" And then all you can see is Debo on the corner. He wrapped up, bro, inside the band, inside the helmet.
Laughing at him.
He just looked. He looked hella aged, bro. I didn't even know it was Debo at first, bro. He looked like a 40-year-old man in that moment, disappointed looking at Ronnie Bell in the moment, bro. You got to see that picture, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Check it out.
But yeah, Ronnie Bell looking like still in the doghouse, but
What did he do? So he ran the wrong route or something?
I don't even know. I don't even think it was a drop or anything like that. Chad definitely helped me out if you remember what happened.
Because he had a touchdown, didn't he?
Yes. I was saying he had a touchdown on the game on the day. So
yeah, I didn't even see the touchdown either. I didn't see.
That was the only catch too of the day, which is crazy. Yeah. One catch, 5 yards.
That's how he'd be scoring the touchdowns, though. It'd be like one catch.
Good in the red zone, but man, I want to see him more at wide receiver though. But he is in that Brandon Ayuk kind of zone right now.
Yeah, and he just be doing silly shit. Like who was that block in the back where he fell and got the illegal block and like, bro, just little shit like that is why. Like, that's why you don't be playing, bro.
Yeah, Kyle don't be having that shit just like Steve Kerr don't be having that shit with the youngins. So
I feel like though, like Kyle will at least give you a chance. You feel me? Like Steve, I feel like his mind is already made up. I'm gonna throw you out here for aesthetic, but like Kyle, like, look, I'm gonna let you dig your own hole. But then don't come asking me because I'm gonna pull out the film and embarrass you. You feel me? Like, but don't come out here asking me. Like,
it's just Kyle's face. He would just be looking at that shit was crazy. Rockin' the Air says, I think it might have been on a return, which sounds about right.
I'm saying,
but I mean, he's all we got for
at
return in that sense. Like, I mean, Ray back. I think he did good on kickoff return, but. Yeah, I guess we could put him back there at punt return as well too, but
I guess that he's definitely going back there. I guess.
Uncle Looney, I'm not with this. I have Debo returning kicks in the playoffs. Nah, because I want Debo to be fresh.
I still take it, but I ain't really like set on it. I don't feel like it's either or. But I'm cool.
Maybe in like the Super Bowl, it has to be like specific game. Like when he came out for the Eagles game and kickoff return, like all right, cool, like that shit is tight. Doing his spurts, just like how you can't use him at running back all the time, but just doing his spurts. I just feel like I'm saying that's why I like to see Debo at his best and not just overusing him.
No, for sure. I wouldn't do it every time.
Implants. Yeah, I mean Debo's definitely our best return man, but he has to use everything else. So
I feel like if they're like trying to game plan him out the game or something, then I feel like you for sure do that. But for the most part. They ain't about to be kicking it to nobody in the playoffs like that. You know what I'm saying?
Rockin' the Air says fair catches only for Ronnie Bell, no matter what in the playoffs. I mean, he did good the last time I saw him on the game before last.
He was decent. I ain't mad at him. But
yeah,
like Ray back though, so we ain't got.
Yeah, no, definitely use Ray in the cloud for sure, for sure. Uncle Looney says Bell and Moody scare me. So this is what I was trying to get to. Jake Moody, friend of the show, big supporters on this show. Just shout out Jake Moody. I'm saying Michigan just won yesterday with Coach Harbaugh for the national championship. Came out this game, public enemy number one.
You know what's funny too? I almost gave him some props last week, but I didn't want to jinx it because I was gonna say like last week I was for sure gonna be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? My boy been balling and y'all ain't said nothing, but I was like, nah, let me just not say nothing and ride it out because he's been doing good. And you know what I'm saying? People only make a big deal out of it if he misses. So I was like, nah, let me just, you feel me, ride it out into the playoffs. And sure enough, my boy missed us a good. Well, he missed 2, right? Because I seen the field goal, but somebody said he missed the extra point too, which is why we lost by 1, which is even funnier.
But looking at his 2023 NFL kicking statistics, he is on PATs 60 out of 61 on PATs.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like that's where it gets me so fucking pissed off. Everybody gets on fucking
literally missed his last one of the year.
Bro, like come on, man. He missed all year. He only missed 1 all year, and motherfuckers want to take that shit the distance. That should be pissing me off.
And it's his first kick he missed under 40.
Yes. And he was 21 for 25 on field goals on the year. So he only missed 4 field goals on the whole year.
Yeah.
Bro.
So that's whatever.
Stop fucking worrying about Jake Moody, bro. That should be pissing me off, bro. That nigga Brock Purdy had 4 interceptions in the Ravens game when he had to have it. And we come back on Monday. Nobody talked about that shit at all. Jake Moody misses a PAT, and it's the end of the fucking world. That shit is crazy, bro.
I think he'll be all right, man. And then also too, I feel like as he goes into the playoffs, that'll give him more confidence. So, all right, I'm not gonna overreact about it. Like, you feel me? We saw Robbie Gould miss a game winner in Las Vegas last year, bro. So like,
and nobody even cared. Like, it wasn't even that big of a deal. Like, y'all like.
Luckily, we still won the game. You feel me? Later, but he had a chance to redeem himself.
It was hella kickers, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that should be happening. Like, I gotta get over that shit, man. That is, people get on one little hype and they want to ride that shit till the wheels fall off. Uncle Looney says, "Ray scare me."
Not so much me. I just feel like, Ray, he ain't gonna house it, but he
doesn't fumble though.
Yeah, exactly. He's short-handed.
It's gonna look like he might fumble, and the ball's gonna be a little loose, but he's usually really good with keeping the ball tight. You know what I'm saying?
He only gonna get about 5 to 6 yards, but he's gonna hold on to the ball for the most part.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a fast fight because he has the burst, but he just be coasting after that. Like, he doesn't have that gear speed. So, shout out Ricky Diaz in the chat. Hey, what's good, my friends? Let's go 49ers. I'm desperate to see my team, the 49ers, and you guys. Shout out Ricky Diaz, gang in the building. Ricky Diaz asked again, the Rams, where are they going? Just said they're going to go somewhere, but they didn't say where. I don't understand that.
They're going to Detroit. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All I really got to say on this game, y'all. I mean, like, it's not too much to really talk about. That one was definitely an exhibition. Reflecting on the season, though, and how the Niners have looked all year with almost 3 1,000-yard receivers. Brock Purdy really did his thing this year, despite all the hate I'll be talking about him in terms of passing yards and setting records for the franchise this year. Looking back, and shout out to the Great White Buffalo. We cannot forget that. CMC, the MVP, going on one. Should have got Offensive Player of the Year, bro. They gave Tyreek Hill Offensive Player of the Year, bro. And I fucks with Tyreek Hill, bro. But
they did. I didn't even know they did a award.
Yeah, man, bro. Tyreek Hill got Offensive Player of the Year.
That's crazy.
And your man TJ Watts got Defensive Player of the Year out of nowhere. But like,
he led the league in sacks, though, didn't he?
He probably did. He was.
He had like 19 or something like that. Crazy.
I had Myles Garrett as my Defensive Player of the Year, but TJ Watt is a savage. He haven't been surprised with money this year.
And he missed like 2-3 games or something like that.
Yeah,
crazy.
He was going crazy. But CMC should have been Offensive Player of the Year. But I
said to say he was gonna get it.
Yeah, exactly. I said that to say, looking back, how you feel about this year in comparison to even like years past and last year? Because they did kind of go on one, bro. Like in terms of stat wise and everything, and MVP.
Yeah, I felt like we had a pretty good year. Like We clinched up that number 1 seed like a week before the season was over. So I feel like that's something we ain't really did in Kyle Shanahan's tenure. Like even when we had the number 1 seed, it came down to like the last play of the season. You feel me? Like literally. So this was a good feeling. I felt like we had the little 3-game skid, but even then it wasn't like, you feel me? Nobody really did nothing that really blew us away. Like we kind of beat ourselves. Well, I'll give Cincinnati their credit.
I would say it was a little shook after the Browns lost, and then
I wasn't really shook, but I feel like the Bengals.
It was because we didn't have Trent and Debo, so it was like shit got really stalled.
We just got to get to this bye week, bro. Yeah, like we just have to get to this bye week.
The bye week push was definitely real, but after that bye week, motherfuckers went back home.
Cleveland game, I was nervous, but it didn't really surprise me, so it didn't bother me. Even the Minnesota game, it was like we literally handed them that game.
The Jordan Addison,
bro.
You
know what I'm saying, bro? Like that was just like we got killed by Jordan Addison, who had the best game of his life, bro. Monday night.
NFL.
You know what I'm saying? Vikings ain't even a playoff team, bro. So like,
Nick Mullins, shout out Nick Mullins.
Yeah, and then Bengals. That's not the same team. Like we didn't face no Jake Browning. Like we faced Burrow as he was getting healthy. Like
Bengals.
Yeah, like
AFC North, low-key took us to the shed this year. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure. We was 1-3.
Yeah.
And then I got to give the Steelers their credit because I said they would finish last in that division, and they still went to the playoffs. I mean, I feel like if Burrow would have played, they probably still would have finished last. But shit, who's to say they wouldn't have still made the playoffs? You feel me? Because that division is tough, and we saw it firsthand.
Yeah, no, it was AFC North is a little bit on my radar, especially after last weekend or after Christmas. Really, I was like the field got a lot more interesting in terms of Super Bowl contenders. But thought it was a really great year though. Overall, we was going crazy from Jump Street. Shout out to the Avengers, Brock Purdy and the Avengers, aka Debo, Kittle, IU, CMC. But it was just so dope to watch CMC run, bro. Like this year, he was going so crazy, bro. Like,
he was making football look real easy, bro.
Real easy, bro.
And he was having fun. Like we've seen CMC dominate, but we don't seem like he's had that much fun before. Like,
he was from training camp. When we went to training camp, and I said that day, he looks like the best player on this team. He really been going stupid. Uncle Looney says CMC had the most rushes and most yards per rush, which is crazy. Should have been offensive player of the year, but shout out to the Cheetah though. Well deserved. OB3 says it's been a great season for the Niners. Now they got to take the next step.
I said it's only one way for me. It'll be a great season.
Yeah, not facts. It's a
good season.
I just feel like we get stuck in this movie. We've been in this movie. But however many years since the Harbaugh years, bro, just like great season, get to the playoffs, and they fuck around and find a way to not win the damn Super Bowl. Why does this year feel different? Even though you've been on it since the beginning, since we started this inception of this show, you said that we will win the Super Bowl this year. Why do you feel like it's going to be different this year than years past?
To me, I just feel like the formula is different to where like not everybody, but a lot of our core has been there before. You know what I'm saying? Like we're still in that like Trent Williams wasn't on the Super Bowl team, so he's still hungry to go. You feel me? Get a taste of that. But then we also have the George Kittle and the Deebo Samuel who's been there and felt the pain. You feel me? The Fred Warners, the Nick Bosa who felt the pain. You feel me? Like if I ever get back there, I'm gonna play like my fucking hair is on fire. Like you feel me? Like they're gonna play so hard, and everybody else is gonna have to fall in line come playoffs. Like I just know my boys is gonna be locked in on another level. Just everything like before. Those other teams, just like, oh, we ain't never been here before. So it's like we all kind of just going to see, like, I think this team is special. They locked in, but like now I just feel like, yeah, this team is built the right way with the type of people who they just, I don't know, they approach it every day. Like they know where they want to be. And you feel me? So I like the way this team is built.
All right. gotta be hype. You gotta be hype, man. I'm not trying to tip my hand. We will be making playoff and new Super Bowl predictions on Friday, but man, we definitely have a shot. All shots, definitely have a shot, man. It's gonna be, especially since it's coming through Levi's this year as well too. That's gonna be the big difference. I feel like, in years past as well. Except for, I mean, I think we had home field advantage when Aaron Rodgers and them came out here, and we lost to Pat Mahomes and them. But still, the team is pretty locked in. Too many weapons to really like throw this opportunity away. So, fellas, please, for this show and for the Bay Area, do the fucking unthinkable and win a Super Bowl, bro. Super Bowl number 6. Rockin' the Era wants to know, what's the best win of the season? Was it versus the Eagles or was it versus the Cowboys? He thinks the Eagles.
I would say Cowboys. Eagles ain't like a fucking good team right now. They look like.
But at the time, I feel like the Eagles win was definitely more. And just because we've owned the Cowboys before in the past and have beaten them so many times, like the Eagles game was like David versus Goliath, Purdy versus the Hurts, what they would have did last year if Purdy was in the game type shit. So I'll go with the Eagles. You feel like the Cowboys definitely win?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you said earlier, like we broke the Eagles, so at that point it just doesn't feel as impressive no more. The Cowboys, like we beat their ass, and then like they got better from it. So like, you feel me? Like, but if we go really get into it, the most satisfying win was for me was Thanksgiving, and
Thanksgiving was up there.
Like, yeah, if we gonna talk about satisfying, like Thanksgiving was the number one.
Great feeling,
you feel me? But to me, the most impressive was like the Cowboys, just because like we came in, dominated them all around, and like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Eagles was on the road too, so that was nice too. But
that was. Man, but the Seattle game, just because the redemption factor.
Yeah, that's we're talking about satisfying. Yeah,
that was the most satisfying. You're right. I like that. Most satisfying win was Seattle, and best win of the season was definitely the Eagles for me. And he said the Cowboys. Rockin' New Era says the Eagles were 10-1 at that time, and then fell apart. So they
won one game. What, one game since? So that's what I'm saying.
Bro, I did not see that coming at all.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Did not see that coming at all. That was crazy. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, Uncle Looney says, I see the Niners versus Buffalo in the Super Bowl. Intriguing matchup. I don't think Buffalo's gonna make it that far. What you think about Buffalo?
That was my prediction last year.
Really?
But Buffalo, they just. Honestly, I think they might lose this week, bro. Bro, he be giving up the cheeks, bro. Like,
crazy, bro.
Like I look at it like last Sunday was their first playoff game. You feel me? Like that's how I looked at it, because they was fighting for that number 2 seed home field till you get to the championship. So I feel like that was their first playoff game, and Josh Allen was just out there doing anything, bro. Like he would just be. He's crazy, bro. He's gonna get his coach fired. I know that.
I can see that. He'll do amazing things too, though. Like,
he for sure does. That's why they won. That's why they won. He be giving up the cheeks.
Yeah, that's the interceptions. That's tough.
He's gonna keep you in the game for sure.
Yes. Rockin' the Era says, "Man, I cannot have another Super Bowl loss. That is too bad. That's why I don't even feel no pain no more, y'all. Like, man, y'all be getting on me about all the time I ain't really about the team like that no more. Blah blah like that. Nah, man, I'm just too numb to the pain, and I do not want to get my feelings hurt no more." OB3 says the team has had a business-like approach all season. They've been focused on one goal: winning the Super Bowl. It's very true.
I felt like they was focused last year. It just got taken away from them. Like,
that's true. That's true. This year,
they don't feel like they got a fair shot. You feel me? Like
this year feels like the focus is there, but also just the non-fear. Like they don't fear.
Yeah, exactly. Like they know
anybody. Even though the Ravens smacked us, they still feel like they gonna talk their shit and be like, if we would have did this, you know how the niggas be.
Yeah. I think they're gonna honestly, if we play the Ravens again, I think they're gonna play it not real nonchalant. Like they're gonna. I do, bro. I think they
was locked in that game, bro. We was making shit happen. It was just
they're just they're not gonna downplay it though. Like I don't feel like they're gonna make no excuses. They just gonna be like, look, we got our ass kicked and we look and get our revenge. Like, you know, I don't think they're gonna make no excuses about like we, you know, Purdy this or like you feel me, if we would have did this. Like they just gonna be like, look, man, Ravens beat our ass. We know what type of focus we gotta have and we're gonna be ready. But like quiet, like in the locker room, they're gonna be talking that shit. But like going into the like because they know it's 2 weeks. So they know, you feel me, they know how to play the game now. So all weeks they're gonna be like, oh, you know, the Ravens, you know, they're probably the favorite, or you know what I'm saying? They're gonna try and play the whole, they're gonna play the game.
Low key, like you said too before, with us being our first time at the Super Bowl, we could low key catch the Ravens something like that. With like you said, majority of our core players having already been there and used to dealing with the media, shit like that, and everything.
They're gonna be out there. Zay Flowers gonna get caught up in the hype out there. You know what I'm saying? Putting all his chains on. Right, that's what I'm saying.
In Vegas, shit might go left.
OBJ, you know him. You know what I'm saying?
He was about to rent the yacht. So supposedly, Odell supposed to be renting a yacht this weekend just to be in Baltimore. And somebody on Twitter was just like, Lamar, don't do it. No.
Don't go on that boat.
Oh, that's funny as hell, yeah.
Nah, you seen Cam and Mace talk about Cam was talking about he's zesty, but you gotta see
Odell. He said Odell's zesty. I mean,
yeah,
that's all.
I know, but you got to see it from Cam and Mace. Though. Yeah, you gotta see
how they go.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to watch that shit for real. AJ Cruz says our team is finally balanced. I never felt that way with Jimmy G or Cap as quarterback. I would agree.
I felt like that with Cap, honestly, but I just felt like the problem with that team is they always started so damn slow, bro. Like the first half, they would act like they didn't know how to score points, and in the second half, they'd be putting up like 30, and I'd be like, dude, like why couldn't y'all do this all the time? We was always playing from behind.
But that's why I will give Purdy a more edge to Kaepernick, just because he is a more balanced quarterback, a lot better in the pocket. In terms of just like reading the defense and making decisions that way. But and I mean back then we had like Crab, Vernon, whereas now we got, you know, 2 wide receivers and a running back. I mean we have Frank Gore too, of course, but I mean this team does feel just a lot more balanced than those teams back then. I mean, would you agree or no?
I mean, not really. I mean, somewhat because you leaving out. We had Anquan Bolden and Michael Crabtree. It wasn't like we just was Crabtree. Vernon Davis was one of the better tight ends. So,
but Quan didn't go to the bowl with us. Randy Moss did.
Man, for real, I thought Anquan Bolden was on our Super Bowl team.
So that's what pissed me off because he was on the Ravens to beat us.
Oh, for real? And then came the year after.
Yeah, and I was hella mad. This nigga Trent Baalke lame ass went and brought him on, even though Anquan Bolden balled out. Like, not gonna say he didn't ball out.
Who was our receiver with? Oh, was it Bruce?
Randy Moss and Michael Crabtree.
But I thought Randy Moss was like coming in like at spurts though. Like he wasn't like the always.
He was starting the Super Bowl. Cap was throwing him the ball when he threw it to Ed Reed on an interception in the beginning of the game. Crabtree, definitely Randy Moss, and then we might have had one more receiver. They wasn't better than Randy Moss at that time. And then Anquan Bolden was on the ops. So I would say this team is definitely more balanced than that team went to the Super Bowl. But yeah, I'm a group journey. I'm AJ. I'm a group JJ. Yeah, that was crazy. Trying to catch up with the chat. Uncle Looney says Debo was definitely turned 2 of his favorite players in the league. No, I ain't mad at that. Yeah. So hell of a season for the 49ers. Looking forward to getting to it in the playoffs. Whoever comes out of this round definitely going to be tapped in for that. We're going to be breaking down the playoff predictions on Friday and just going over what we think the 49ers are going to do and all the other teams are going to do. But before we get up out of here, got to talk about the motherfucking Warriors. Losing to the Toronto Raptors on Sunday. Wasn't going to be a game like that. Kuminga and Steve, when we left off this show, Kuminga had cut his hair before the game, which we won, but he looked crazy out there with this, and he still, but the nigga still ain't got a lineup, bro. That's crazy.
That is insane.
You can't go all these days, get it roasted, and not go get a lineup. That's how I know this give a fuck, man. That shit
yeah, I was about to say, bro, because it's like, all right, first couple days you didn't even know it was a thing, maybe, or something like that. Yeah.
The first day you just got off all your hair the night before.
Somebody gonna tell you, like, bro, why you ain't get a shape up, bro? Like, what's going on?
Like, just get a taper or something. That shit looks crazy, bro. He looked like somebody's uncle. Not gonna lie to you now, but supposedly Steve and him talked before the game. Ended up patching things over, according to Steve. How do you and Kuminga actually? So Steve's so funny. He went ahead and played him the most minutes he's ever played the whole season on Friday night. How you think that relationship is, and can it possibly be mended? I mean, Steve's an OG from back in the day. He's been on teams before, especially Michael Jordan, in the fighting Michael Jordan. And he's kind of, and Draymond Green has cussed this nigga out during a final game in the locker room. And they're buddy. So
I was gonna say, I definitely will say that Steve Kerr is definitely, like, he got punched in the face by Jordan and still won a ring with him. So like, he's not the dude that's gonna take it overly personal. So I feel like even if Steve Kerr, like, he won't have his pride in the way. You feel me? He'll go apologize to Kuminga, even though Kuminga's 20 years old, really got nothing to complain about. You feel me? Like, Steve Kerr will still go apologize just to ease things over. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they said, man, Big Laker pulled up to that Steve Kerr press conference, man. He sat up in there and was trying to figure out why the hell his boy Kuminga ain't playing, man, protect the investment. So we see he may not have said nothing, but him popping up in that press conference probably let Kerr know, like, hey, bro, get your shit together, dude. So also, and this is probably going to lead us into the other thing with, like, Draymond and whatnot. I just think Kerr's last season, bro. Like, I could just everything.
I don't know anymore. Because, like, I said it was last season, and then Kuminga go out there and say that shit, and they end up passing shit over. Draymond comes out, and we're going to get to that in a second. You know what I'm saying? He talks about Steve coming over to his house. These niggas crying and shit like that. We're going to get to that in a second. But Steve is definitely, and this is why, man, Bob Myers lost a lot of respect from me this weekend, accepting that GM role to the Redskins. Commanders. Sorry, excuse me. 2024. I apologize to my Native Americans. The Washington Commanders job, and ultimately getting back into the business when he said he was tired and all that other bullshit. He don't want to fuck with us when the ship is on fire and sinking. But Steve ended up pretty much staying and kind of trying to see this through. But I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna be Steve's last year or not anymore.
I do. I just feel like Steve Kerr he went over to Draymond's house to tell him, like, hey, bro, I got a few more months. Get your shit together, dude. That's what I feel like this was about. Like, yeah, I love you and I care about you, all that, but this is not the way I want you to go out. But this is not the way I want to go out either, bro. So tighten up. We got a couple more months. Then you can do what the fuck you want to do, because you're going to have a different coach. So just give me my respect for this last couple of months. I done put up with your shit for all these years. You can give me the last couple months. So that's where I feel like that went. That's my personal.
That's how I feel like that went. No. I look at it. I look at it from the angle, even what Claire said last week in regards to Steve telling them, like, don't worry about things, like, you want to really think about
had a great career.
Also like farewell type shit.
We on the way out. Yeah, baby. It's that last hurrah.
Like, man, we done been through a whole bunch of shit together, y'all. Like, man,
he's telling them this is my last year without
I don't think that means it'll be his last year though, because they signed for at least 3 more years, and they definitely like, bro, you really came on to the show that day and I think it was even before the show. He was like, bro, like, who was gonna be our coach? I don't even know who our coach would be, and I don't think they know who they would want to have coaching them. Like,
they don't know right now, but I vote for David Fizdale if I gotta pick.
David Fizdale, man, hell no, David Fizdale, man, no. His wife is
basketball mind right there.
His wife is bad. He's a great coach, but championship.
It's a great basketball mind.
I'm not. David Fizdale would. It would be him. It would be fights between him and Draymond, bro. He would not know how to deal with that.
No, it wouldn't.
You don't think so?
Nah, David Fizdale is from LA, bro. He know how to deal with.
No one has ever coached, except for Mark Jackson. the craziness that is Draymond Green.
He coached you down to Haslam. So for me, that's a Draymond type. You feel me? Enforcer type of dude. But
enforcer and crazy people are two different things.
Draymond is a changed man. Haven't you heard him?
Man, hell no. That's a perfect segue to. That's a perfect segue to Draymond Green coming back on his podcast yesterday and pretty much breaking down a lot of things, what he had going on for the time being gone. I thought it was interesting when he was talking about being in his man cave for 2 days. He said his nigga said, man, the nigga house so big, man, his wife and his kids didn't even know he was there. Like, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty crazy. That's a flex. But just, reflecting his man cave and everything and talking to the commissioner of the National Basketball Association and pretty much telling Adam Silver that he pretty much can see himself retiring if he pretty much cannot be himself, which includes sometimes swiping a motherfucker in their face or kicking them somebody in the nuts. And retirement was on the board. Draymond Green back in great fashion. What do you think Draymond means for the Warriors going forward in terms of helping us propel to a winning record? Because right now we are in the 12th spot. We have sunken below the Utah Jazz, and we're only 8.5 games back from first place.
Which sounds crazy as hell, but it's like
it sounds crazy with all the losing we've been doing.
Right.
So there's still a chance. What do you think Draymond Green coming back will mean to the team and helping them going forward for the rest of the season?
Obviously, it'll bring our defense back to a level that we expect it to be at. So I feel like it will help, but also we'll see because he can't fix all the problems by himself. So I'm happy he's back. I do feel like he did a lot of self-reflecting and all that stuff, but he's dramatic as fuck because Draymond, you threatening to retire, bro? Like, bro, stop it. Like,
you just signed the contract for $100 million, bro.
That was the most dramatic shit I have ever heard, bro.
Funny,
bro. You want to serve your suspense too much, so you just gonna throw your final temper tantrum and just retire. And that's my boy Draymond, man. I love my dog to death. Come on, bro. You know how ridiculous that sounded.
That's funny.
But I'm glad, Adam Silver is a good dude.
Like, man, don't do that shit, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
I'm
about to let you back in
brother.
5 games, bro. Like, calm down.
Hit him with, that's your decision to make, my brother. File them papers. Hey.
I thought I was going to come over here trying to motivate you, but shit, you going to go ahead and retire. Like, shit,
all right, you do what you got to do. You wouldn't have got no pushback out of me. Yeah, all right, my brother.
Nah, Draymond, bro, the league wouldn't know what to do without Draymond Green, man. He keeps a lot of people's bills paid. Shout out to podcasts like us and radio stations with the content that he provides. But
Draymond's gonna have a career after basketball, so it's not like he would have been like everybody like, oh, it's the money. It's not the money because he don't need the money. You feel me? He'll make money for the rest of his life being on TV and having his own podcast and having his own show. So he ain't worried about that. But it's just the fact that you're not about to quit in the middle of the season because you got suspended, bro. You're not about to do that.
Exactly. And he was playing well when he was out there. So I think Draymond coming back is definitely going to be a good thing. Let me try and catch up to the chat real quick. My boy OB3 says the Warrior again the other night was definitely embarrassing. Yes, for the Raptors.
Who you telling?
Yes, it was. AJ Cruz says Harbaugh also lost a lot of every one of his challenges. He only got one right, I think. That's crazy. Happy to see Kuminga and Kerr work things out. Shout out to OB3. Rocket New Era did some studying for us. Crabtree, the legend, AJ Jenkins, Randy Moss, and Ted Ginn Jr.
So just Crabtree.
Yes. And Crabtree's my dog, but he is way too low to be on IU and Devo's level. But you're my boy, Crabtree. Notice.
Not mine.
Yeah,
so know that.
OB3 says, I thought Bob Myers wanted to spend more time with his family, even though this nigga got 6 jobs and it's on ESPN.
Yeah, but also too, it's not like he's gonna have to be working in what's the name full time, and he still gets to keep his announcing job while he's gonna be helping them. So it is, but
that means he's not gonna be with his family. That's a lot.
Yeah. But also, it's probably easier for him to go to like his kids' games or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Than it would have been as a full GM where you got to be at every game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now he's just about to be a consultant or whatever that means. Yeah,
part as like assistant GM. Rockin' the Air says with the Commanders, they lose. It doesn't matter because the owner will get the blame. Yeah, that's definitely true. OB3 says, would the Warriors just promote Kenny Atkinson? This is what I liked for season replacement.
You think he better coach than Fizdale?
He got the Nets right with D'Angelo Russell, and he's better with younger players.
You're drunk.
Helping them develop. We need to be able to develop the younger players, and he's already been able to for a good amount of time. I don't know how he'll be able to control Draymond Green. I don't think he'll be able to do that. But in terms of being able to coach a young team, an up-and-coming team, I would like Kenny Atkinson as head coach. What about you?
Tripping. Hell no.
Why wouldn't you like Kenny Atkinson?
He's not a good coach. I'm sorry. I don't. Ain't nothing I've seen from Kenny Atkinson that makes me believe he know how to coach basketball.
Did you see him when he was with the Nets?
Yeah. Nets had one overachieving year, and they made the 8th seed. Okay.
That's when he was there.
All right, I guess.
All right, not a fan of Kenny Atkinson.
Nah.
Uncle Louie says Draymond's podcast is definitely worth the listen. Yeah, no, it's usually pretty good. Yeah, this is all about Rocket Harris says this is with Draymond and Adam Silver. So we cry, she cried together. Oh, that's the OJs. I'm doing the Ja Rule and Ashanti. That's what I was thinking about when they were together. No, Steve Kerr, Draymond. That's all I'm playing. Either they cried like in his living room or the backyard.
Mm-hmm. Wherever they was having the conversation, maybe they was in the main cave.
Yeah, like the kids, I'm like, I can't do this shit no more, cuz these niggas getting on my nerves. Uncle Louis says Curry has 258 games with a 3, 2 out of 12 games without a 3. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. I mean, he'll be back, but he looks tired right now, bro. He's 35 years old, bro, having to score 30 points a night to keep us in the game, bro. Like everybody just acting like I don't know.
No, you've been on that since the jump because
like Steph's still in his prime. Like he's not. He's still playing at a high level, but he's not in his prime no more. Like we have to acknowledge that, bro. Like,
yeah, no, that is very true. Very true. We just gotten so used to just seeing him just go all like every shot he's going
in. For sure.
Yeah, now it's Father Time. It's undefeated.
You can't keep carrying the load for 82 games, bro. It's not feasible.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm going to agree with you. Dre definitely has a bag waiting for him retirement for sure.
Yeah.
AJ Cruz wants to know who's the bigger villain, Draymond or Tyler. I want to know Draymond Green. He fights a lot of people.
Draymond Green has a wider scope of victims.
Yes, for sure. 5 or like a minute highlight reel, just
right
nastiness and going crazy. But yeah,
he said he's gonna stop his antics though. So I mean, we've been asking for that for I don't know how long, bro. Like we've been saying that you could play aggressive, but some of the shit you be doing, it's extra, Draymond. Like
do you think he gets any more ejections this year?
Yes, for sure. But I don't think it'll be as like egregious as some of the other ones. You feel me? Like I think it'll be more so cussing the refs out, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, getting technicals. But
do not lay hands and feet.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that no more. Like, I think he still might get a tech or two for pushing somebody, just being physical, like get up off me type. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna be doing the complete extras. Like the last like 4 things he's done have been like unnecessary. Starting with like Sabonis stepping on his chest. Like we know why you did it, but it's just like, bro, you could have gave him a little kick and went on about your way. You stomped on the man, jumped off of him. Like you just be doing extra, bro.
Oh shit! It was that plus the yelling at the fans in Sacramento.
Yeah, and then Gobert.
I mean, the Gobert was justified though, just because he was talking about his
to an extent. Yeah, but then also.
Yeah,
you start dragging it though. You feel me? Like you dragged them like a whole extra like 30, 40 feet though. Like
to talk about. Not gonna lie to you, but it was just the last one was crazy, bro. Last one was crazy.
Straw that broke the camel's back. He didn't even do nothing to you, bro. Like The other ones at least like, oh, you should have did this. You should have. This one is just like, damn, bro, he tugged your shorts a little bit, bro. Like
just a little bit. I'm sure that happens every single game,
every play, and you do it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, pretty much it on the front this week. Warriors got Pelicans coming into town, so we'll see how they play. Definitely for sure on Wednesday. We will be back on Friday going over our parlay picks. We're going to be going over playoff predictions as well. I wanted to do a quarterback draft, but I don't know how that'll turn out. So we probably won't be able to do that. But
Party number one. No, I'm just playing.
You said who you going with number one? If you were to draft a quarterback for this playoff round, who would you draft number one?
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy?
No, Mahomes still the best, man.
Mahomes. I mean, bro, Mahomes had like this, he was right at number 6 passing yards, right behind Purdy with no weapons. That shit is crazy. But I would take Lamar. I would say in the playoffs number one.
I think Purdy's getting the furthest, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean they'll probably be at the same game at the end.
It's only going to be one MVP of these playoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's going to be 1-3 or 2-3. I'll tell you that.
Man, who's 2-3? Oh,
Great White Buffalo.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking Lamar changed his number.
So, but 2 + 3 equal 9, 8. No.
Yeah, no, facts. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on damn notifications so you know when your boys go live. Everyone have a great night, and we will see y'all on Friday.
Like, subscribe, all of that.